I have my 9-panel grid for my 2 comic pages that I'm going to then draw into. How do I save this? Because I just need this as a template. So I'm going to export this page by going to File and Export, which is also Command-E or Control-E for PC. So when I export, it's just going to drop it. It's got the same name as my file name, which is great. And it's going to create an Adobe PDF. Great. Export. High print. Yep, that's good. Compatibility with Acrobat 5, which is really old, so you'll be fine. Pages, all. We don't have spread, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to view the PDF after exporting. So it's going to show me exactly what I made. Hit export. And there's my comic. I just clicked here to see by the page height, by showing one page at a time. So that's 85%, and there I see my grid. Move forward to the next page, page 2, my 2-page grid. I guess I didn't need to export the whole thing, but that's just for the, this is just for the purpose of instruction. Okay. So next, now that we have 9 panels, I'm going to make these all have images. I need pictures. I actually took pictures as part of my assignment, and because I'm a good student and I do exactly what my teacher tells me to. And I took a series of great pictures. My friend was lively. Whatever. I have my reference images. For example, I have a bunch of pictures from Back to the Future. So I'm going to place an image from this menu. I already have a sense of which one I want. Since I'm going to the beginning of Back to the Future, I need a picture of Marty using the phone. So I've got my image there. It's the one I want. I hit Open or Enter, and there it is. It's placed my picture. However, clearly my picture is far too big for my frame. But I know this already, so I want to adjust the framing so then I know how to use this for when I'm going to trace it, because this is the shot and the angle that I want to use. So we're using Cinema to cheat for us. Because I actually also specifically, in this instance, want to use the actor of Michael J. Fox in my comic. So what you see here is it's already defaulted to the Direct Selection tool. I mentioned the Direct Selection tool in the beginning, and the reason that it has to be different is that it selects something within a frame. The regular selection tool, which is the keyboard shortcut V, is the Direct Selection tool. It selects the frame. So we have to think of this as a 2-part layer. One is that we have a larger image within a bigger frame. So we're just now sliding that image that we can select directly by using the Direct Selection tool, which is the keyboard shortcut A. We can slide that image into place. And by placing this, we can also shrink that image. I'm holding down Shift and dragging from the corner because I want it to keep its scale. Because I want a uniform scaling down. And there I am. I can move this around and not cause my frame any disturbance, and it's automatically masking it from other objects in the page. So great, I've got one done, but I already know which images I want, so I can actually race ahead. So remember, keyboard shortcut D, and there's that picture, and I know I want that picture, and I know I want this picture. I'm hitting Command, or on a PC it would be Control, to do multiple selections of objects. And here I am. I'm selecting multiple pictures, and I'm placing them all in my frames. So there you saw, I had a countdown. Okay, so here I have 5 pictures that I've selected with this place tool. You see that's what it's trying to do. It's trying to it's counting down the amount of images that you have placed in your queue. So I'm going to click this one because I know this is the sequence that I want. So I'm just clicking onto the frame that I want. I can skip a frame if I want, and I can move these around as I choose. So again, this does not interfere with the other panel. So there it is. I really wanted that tight close-up of Marty's face. I'm just hitting Command Z to undo. So there it is, that nice close-up of Marty's face. Again, holding down from the corner, since I only want to shrink what's inside my frame. There we go. That's a really nice, good close-up. And I do these for the rest of my... Again, this isn't supposed to make sense at this moment. I'm just trying to give an example of how I can lay out a bunch of different images. Here I am, just getting the last one in. So now I want to make this one panel the entire center width, because I really like this image. I feel like it's really strong, and I want to really arrest my reader. Okay, so I've selected the frame. I'm just going to click and delete, and if we come back to our pasteboard view, where we see our grid, we can see our guidelines, and there it just tucks neatly into the other panel, centering my image. And since this is only a reference image, I'm not actually going to use this as a comic. I'm not actually going to use this for anything other than basic printing. It doesn't matter the resolution. I'm not worried about this right now. Framing is what's really important. And there we are. I have a nice center panel, and I've got my image in there. And you can drop anything. If I wanted to change this now, because I realize now I've which pictures I want, I'm going to drag my picture in. I can even choose to do that. So here we go. Picture is dragged in. So I don't even have to go through the selection route. If I know which image I want to grab because I've changed my mind and moving things around, or if I've imported some artwork and I've just finished it, so you can drop all sorts of different files, from Photoshop files, PSDs. You can drop AI files, which are Illustrator files. So if you've been drawing and using Illustrator to create some vectors or other illustrated effects, because you can also use it for brushing. So there's a whole host of different file types that you can use and place. You can try out a bunch of different ones. Basically, if they're not selected, if you can't select it, it won't let you place them. So there we have it. I'm going to place another image here, one from Y the Last Man, and we're done. Any questions, please feel free to contact me and ask me any further. All right, bye.